have to be natural.
I am being natural.
You're not being
my
natural.
whole point in this video is to annoy you.
Hey Divine fam!
What's up, what's up?
Welcome to our channel. Today, we're doing something a little bit different, something that we have never done, but I'm excited / nervous. So we're gonna be answering all your questions. I'm nervous. Thank you so much to everyone that actually sent questions in because it's gonna make it super interesting. I wanted to read them so bad, but I didn't. I just took pictures of them. That way, when we do this video, why are you smiling?
I am smiling because I found out about this today.
I decided not to read them because I know myself, and if I read them ahead of time, I'm gonna overthink what to say, and I just wanted this to be super authentic. Whatever question we get, that's it. We're gonna just answer it.
Let's do it. Bring it in, girl. Bring it in, sister. My whole school biscuit.
Ew. The first question is, how...
No, I was gonna read through them right now. I caught myself.
You... Okay.
You have it right on my face.
How did you guys meet?
Well, I was walking down the mall. She saw me. She fell in love with me. She followed me all the way to the car. She asked me to help me with my bags. I told her back away, you know, and...
I swear you change the story every single time. No. So this is what really happened, guys. So I met him at church. My friend liked his friend. They liked each other, so we were kind of like going with them. We didn't even know each other.
Yeah, but she had seen me previously. She will never admit this.
No.
And she wanted. She wanted.
Ew! You're so ugly. Okay, no. So we ended up going out. It was called Downtown Disney back in the day. Now it's called Disney Springs. We walked around. It was super fun. Out of nowhere, we were like chilling in this one spot. He literally told me his life story. I got scared and I didn't talk to him again. We started doing like a little Bible study and we would always be there. And that's how we got closer and closer.
And I did do the good old fashioned.
How and when did you guys decide to have a baby? Dang!
That's a good question.
That's actually a really good question.
I don't know who asked or who wanted it first. I think it was her. I think you had kind of like a little bit of baby fever. We were at a good place financially. We were at a good place in our relationship. We were at a good place, current jobs and everything. So, I mean, we had already been 5 years into our marriage and everything.
Mm-hmm. And also, like,
we planned
before we got married, we kind of decided that we wanted to wait. We didn't want to have a baby right away. We wanted to enjoy our marriage as much as we can before getting a baby. And honestly, for our relationship, I feel like that was so good and crucial because we literally grew and learned so much throughout all those years. And it literally prepared us so good for when our baby came.
We planned him. We tried for the better part of 10 months yet. So it was a good.
Yeah, I didn't get pregnant right away. If you guys haven't seen our pregnancy story, I'm gonna put it up here. That way you guys can check that out maybe later. Put it on your save, or you can pause this, go to that, and then come back. Were you always religious?
Yeah.
No. Not that.
No. Okay, good.
I'll speak for myself. Okay. How about I speak for myself?
You can speak for me. You know my story, so.
I basically grew up in church forever, but I feel like religious is not the word that I would use because I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. Religion is all about like rules and laws, and spiritual is all about relationship.
A person is a person that is connected to God, to Jesus in a relationship.
Yeah. So I basically grew up in church my whole life, but my relationship with Jesus got way stronger probably after I graduated high school. And I started getting into the Word so much more. And I found like my home church, which was City of Life Church. And it really allowed me to be rooted in it and grow. Not that he's been crazy all his life and he finally met Jesus. But I can tell you this. He knew Jesus before we were together. Because if I would have met the old Nata, this would have never worked out, ever.
I met God, honestly, when I was about 15, 16, then I kind of stopped going to church and everything and kind of came back when I was about 22. I had a crazy, wild young life.
What made you want to start a YouTube? I just feel like I've always been really creative. I wanted to have a new outlet to let my creativity out. So when I first started YouTube, it was more about like beauty and makeup, and I was just learning how to do it and growing in it. So I was like, you know what? I want to do this on camera. That way I can see my progression, and anyone that follows me can grow with me. But obviously, like, that has shifted so much because our YouTube channel is not about makeup or anything like that anymore, even though I'm still passionate about makeup and I still do freelance on the side. Right now, our main focus with our YouTube is just to be authentically us, something that we can always look back on, something that can entertain and help other people, and for people to just know Jesus through us. The next question is, knowing how your son is right now, what do you think he will be when he grows up? I feel like I see him being a football player.
Amen to that. I really think that the Bucks will drop him.
Right now, we don't really let him watch TV that much, but whenever Nata has football on, that boy is glued, staring at the TV. And like, I always do like words of affirmations with him in the mirror, and I always end it with like, ELIAS, JAXON, and it just sounds like he's gonna be a football player.
I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know.
I don't care.
At the end of the day, he's gonna choose. We'll support him whatever he chooses. What did dance do for you?
Dance was the outlet that got used and was used to get me out of the street and everything that I was doing.
For me, I started dancing when I was in high school. And it was because there was an audition, and I was like, you know what, why not try? And when I went to the audition, I've never done this in my life. Like, I never went to an audition or nothing in my life. But when I went to it, I realized that I was actually pretty good. And I was like shocked at myself. No, not even trying to be cocky.
I mean, you know.
I'm just being honest. I felt like, I was like, whoa. I just didn't realize that I had that gift. I knew I liked doing it, but I never tried it in a group setting. It felt like a new passion to me, and I felt like it kind of almost built my confidence. Like, dance really does build your confidence.
It does.
It makes you feel like empowered, and it lets you be creative and be unique. Even though everyone does the same piece, like, it's cool when you can add your own little flair to it. So I feel like that's when I started building my own creativity and stuff like that.
It taught me a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
Dance taught me a lot of discipline, and it taught me to be myself, because I was a b-boy, and breakdance is all about originality, creativity, and in reality, do whatever you want. It's your moment in the floor. It's your moment to write what you want to write, and it's how you want to express it.
Tell me a funny story.
So
I'm scared. Wait.
I can't think of one right now. So
you
give me a
can't?
minute. No.
I have one.
Really? I can't come up with out of my pocket like that, bro. Right.
I have one, and I'm gonna like kind of put myself on the spot. I'm such a dork. Okay, one of the times that we ended up hanging out with a huge group of our friends, we ended up going to a place called Bongos in Disney Springs, but it doesn't exist anymore. At Bongos, all of our friends were there, and it was a restaurant that you eat Spanish food and you also get to dance. So I'm over here dancing with my friends, and there's like salsa, merengue, or whatever. And I remember dancing with Nata, and at this point I already like kind of liked him. I was feeling him. We were not a thing. Ew.
I mean, what do you
But I was like, you know what? Because when I see other people trying to flirt, they do like the cute little eyes and stuff. So I was trying to do that, and I remember.
What do I think? I feel like I vaguely remember this.
I remember like I was trying to be so cute that I actually just looked so creepy. Cause I'm over here dancing laughing and I'm like looking into his eyes, you know, and I'm trying to be like,
I do remember.
But I feel like he was looking at me like, girl, you weird. So that's my funny story. What's your favorite memory of your dating season? My favorite memory of my dating season.
You know what my favorite memory is? I have to say, I used to live, I want to say about 45 minutes to an hour from where she used to live. So when we met each other, I was working full time and I was going to school full time. I was also dancing with my crew, so I was always busy. So pretty much I lived out of I don't say I had a place to live, but I still lived out of my car. Like I had a million pair of sneakers, I have a whole bunch of clothes and everything. And I remember a friend of mine gave us a book for us to read. It was called Fit to be Tied. We still have 2 copies of the books because we read them together. And I remember that we would read the book in my car and she would fall asleep on my lap while I just read the book in front of her house. Because it was late and her mom wouldn't let us inside her house. So I do remember that. And actually I still got pictures of that too.
So many good ones, but one of my favorite memories was when we had to do Bible study and not that let it. I felt like I just liked him even more. Pet peeves of one another. Wait,
This is
hold
gonna
on.
be done.
That's my list. Go first.
No, you cannot pull out your list aggressively the way you just did, and say you go first, bro.
One of my biggest pet peeves against Nata is that when he eats, I feel like when he chews sometimes, it sounds like a whistle. I'm like, he's like, it's not even, he does it with his mouth closed, but like when he first puts the spoon in, he's like.
I have two of them really juicy ones. Oh boy. She doesn't charge her phone at night.
Oh yeah.
So that her phone is either always dead or when I go to bed, she's using my charger. I hate that. I have the same.
You know
No.
how to fix that? Just buy me a new charger.
Bro, you don't understand. I have had the same cable for what it looks like 7 years. She goes through one cable a week. I just don't understand what happened. I swear, you have a little mouse somewhere around your side of the bed that you.
They always end up messing up. I don't know why. What is
Wait.
the key to marriage?
Communication. I think everything is intertwined. Everything goes together because there has to be good communication. And when I'm saying good communication, there has to be 100% communication. There has to be understanding and patience. And there has to be a lot of thought and intention in everything you do. Whether it be for a thoughtful dinner, whether it be for a thoughtful conversation, or even as far as a thoughtful comeback for a disagreement. For saying the right thing at the wrong time is still going to be the wrong thing. So I feel like the one thing that we have always been really good at is communicating, and when something bothers either of us and it's something serious, we hear it and we adapt to it and we change and we make a constant effort to grow from that.
Yeah.
And forgiveness. A lot of forgiveness.
A lot of forgiveness.
Never going to bed angry. I can honestly say, I mean, we've been married for over 6 years now, and I can honestly say that I have never gone to bed angry. We have always talked about it. Mm-hmm. Even if I have to wake her up and not let her sleep, we're talking about it.
I try to go to bed.
If she tries to get to bed angry all the time, I will never let that happen.
Which I honestly appreciate that. We always talk everything out, even when it's really uncomfortable. We talk about things. That way, we are able to grow from it.
And I am very confrontational. Kay is very sensitive to confrontation. So from the male perspective, having to tone down the confrontation part of it, or having to tone down my character, because I'm very mellow, but I can be very firm and very strict. So having to calm down because she's sensitive to make sure that I don't hurt her feelings or I don't say anything disrespectful that is gonna have a long-lasting effect. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of thoughtfulness.
Yeah. And also, like, that just shows, like, when you know your partner, you want to make sure that you're doing things to not intentionally hurt them. But honestly, I agree with everything that you said. We could probably do, like, a whole video on that alone. The keys to, actually, we probably should.
Well, at least ours.
For
the
our
keys to
marriage.
our success.
Yeah.
The keys to ours.
But we've had to learn all of this. How many more kids do you plan on having?
I'm happy with 4 more.
I'm saying 0, but...
Wait, hold up. No, stop that.
No. Communication. Also, I've learned how to be a really good listener, even though I want to overtalk him all the time. So.
That's true.
Anyways, I have always wanted at least 2, but having 1 is really hard for us. So I'm like, you know what? That's it, I'm done. With 3 sisters, so I want to give Elias the opportunity to have some siblings because I felt, and I still feel like it was the best thing ever. Like, I love my sisters to death and I want him to have that opportunity to have siblings. So we're probably going to have maybe 1 more, but I don't really want more than 2.
So I come from a big family as well. I have 3 siblings. I love the siblings portion or part of it. I love all of my siblings, but we have a great relationship. We joke around. We have serious conversations when we need to. We laugh. We cry. If it was up to me, I would like to have 3 or 4. The reason.
That's not gonna happen. How do you remain consistent in God's word?
Podcast and everything, her like audio. Yeah, I just don't.
For me, like, I've started doing that too. Podcasts in the car. I literally am always listening to worship music. I like to hear sermons too in the car throughout the week. Also, the Bible has streaks. That's kind of motivated me lately, but at the same time, it makes me really angry when I forget to be in the Word one day and then my streaks start over. I'm like, really? I hate you, Bible!
So the best time that I find to myself to reflect is when I'm driving, because I drive a lot. I used to travel a lot, so that gave me a lot of time. But yeah, I think the car has always been the best way for me. Just because once I get home, I got 1,000 things going on, and I already sleep 5-6 hours a day at most.
What's the best part about being parent? The best part or my favorite part? Is that the same thing? Rewarding to me, like seeing him grow, seeing how everything that we're teaching him, he's actually grasping it and learning it, and seeing the little man that he's becoming. I love it.
So today I went to leave for work, and he got up, ran on the bed, and just wanted me to hold him and just climbed on me. Just that moment. Or the other day when I was sleeping and he loves to wake me up. Oh my God. This little guy, he loves to wake me up. He's sleeping in his own room, but in the morning, Kay or myself, we go grab him, bring him to our bed like around 6:30, 7 a.m. And we give him milk in the bed. And he likes it. The other day, he kind of woke me up and goes, trying to tickle me right here. And I'm like, what is better than this? So that's my favorite part as a father.
What's something that you love about each other?
2 things. 1, Kay is the most supportive person I have ever met in my life. To a fault. Even if something doesn't make sense, to her, she will still support. That's the one thing that it's good and bad, because sometimes I can go off the rails. But it shows me that whatever is important to me is important to her. So I love that. And my second thing is, this drives me insane, but it's her energy level. Because she has a way of, even when I am going through something, she has a way of lighting me up. She has a way of kind of give me some energy, and when I'm going through something, speak life into me.
Something that I love about Napa is his gift of discernment and his mind, his way of thinking. I feel like it goes hand in hand, but that's something that made me fall in love with him more than anything. And like sometimes when he says things or he speaks on things, I don't get it right away. When I look at things after they happen, I'm like, wow, like how did he know that was gonna happen? Like God uses him so much in that aspect, and I feel like as a wife, it's just amazing because it's almost like it brings protection from so many things that I wouldn't even see myself. It's expanded my personal thinking, and I feel like I'm smarter because of him, because he makes me think differently than I did before I met him. I feel like my words didn't come out how I wanted them to.
No, they came out.
Is it hard being parents?
100%.
Yeah.
I am very selfish with my time. Like Saturdays. Not being able to play golf every week how I used to. Not being able to ride my bike when I want to. It's very hard.
I think it is really hard, but at the same time, I'm so grateful for you. Like, I don't know how single parents do it.
I don't know.
And honestly, God gives you a special grace. If you're a single parent, you're killing it.
I can even picture myself a week without Kay being there. I don't know. I mean, I tip my cap to you because it's incredible.
So it's tough, but I feel like you make it easy. And I wouldn't want to do it without you. How did you know you were the one? How did I know you were the one?
You put up with me.
That's how you knew?
And you looked good. I saw you, I was like, that's a snack. I like your mind. I like where you were going. I like your goals and your ambition. I'm a very ambitious man myself, so I think we connected in that area, and I can see my life going with somebody that is not going behind me, is not going in front of me, is going beside me.
You know what Napa told me? He was like, you know, and this was after we were already dating. When he knew he wanted to spend the rest of his life with me, he looked at me and he said, God forbid, if you ever, I don't know if I should say this.
Go for it. Yo, if not, you can delete it.
God forbid, if you ever had to be bald, I still will love you and would think you're the most gorgeous girl in the world.
Better get that wig, girl. Never know, bro. Like, I was like, okay, bro, God is my witness. I promise you, bro. I looked at him. I picture you both.
Okay. So he was the one because we were both rooted on Jesus. Our whole relationship was Christ-centered. We prayed all the time. We literally just talked about Jesus all the time. And the way that we were dating, we called it courting. Like, he truly courted me. So it wasn't like a regular schmegular type of relationship. It was so different and so special. So I was like, he's definitely the one.
And I looked that good, man.
Advice to new couples. At the end of the day, you need to be real and honest with each other from the very beginning. And I think that's something that made us so strong. Secrets, they're not allowed. Being open with each other, being honest with yourself, learning about each other, being open to feedback from each other, forgiving a lot, and communicating.
Advice to couples. I'm gonna say whether you're going to church or not, whether you believe in the same things or not, wherever you are in life, whatever you're doing in life, or wherever you're heading, be with somebody that cherishes you, that supports you, that celebrates with you, and that when you're down, doesn't push you more down. That understands that you may need time to be down, but that is ready to lift you up when you're ready. But also a person that challenges you, a person that forces you to grow, not in a negative way, but in a challenging, loving way, and makes you a better person.
I also want to say to that, someone that challenges you, that's trying to help you grow, it's not the same thing as someone that's trying to change you.
Correct. Or trying to tell you what to do.
because sometimes people go into relationships and they see potential and they try to change someone. And if you're trying to change someone, then it's never going to work out. They have to want to change themselves. If you go into a relationship with someone that you already don't see eye to eye and you feel like they'll change, you're already headed for disaster.
We're going to talk about this further. If you go into a relationship, whether it be as a friendship relationship or a romantic relationship, if you go into a relationship already thinking of a plan B, already thinking of the exit strategy, don't waste your time. You cannot find your better half in somebody else. You have to find yourself first, as a whole. You need to love yourself as a person. You have to value yourself. You have to have your own goals, your own ambitions, your own vision for where you want to go in life. You can come to another person, go into a relationship whole, healthy, and with a good sound mind.
That's it for this video. I kind of want to keep talking.
I'm tired.
I feel like
listen, I'm
we could probably
introverted.
do another video like this. I like it.
I'm introverted.
If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see something similar or something like more in depth of a certain topic, let us know, because I would like to do this again.
I'm always down. I'm down.